Third phase of moon.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. My name's Blake Cousins, and we're here in Wiel Valley, otherwise known as the Valley of the Kings. We're going over incredible videos submitted to us right here at Third Phase of Moon. Let's get to it right now. The Ciola Winter YouTube channel submitted this incredible video from the International Space Station. We sped this video up, it's 7 minutes, but we cut it down to a minute. You decide, what is this object tracking and stalking the International Space Station? You decide. While earlier this month shooting on the big island of Hawaii, a local native came up to us and wanted to share his incredible UFO story. So we did an impromptu video. Here it is.
Name is Dante Del Rosario, born and raised in Wiel Valley, Honolulu, Hawaii. First sighting in Hilo, right there in the industrial area by Jimmy's Radiator. Me and my friend were just noticing how much helicopters been flying around lately. And it was about 6 in the evening, and all of a sudden we seen this flash of light just go down in the horizon really fast, and it just shot up straight up in the air and it disappeared. For the longest time I've been a skeptic on UFOs and stuff, but you know, I believe there is something out there that's just watching us as somebody smarter, more intelligent than us, just hoping that we don't mess things up, plain and simple.
Now let's go over this video that we found on Facebook via our friends. We found it very intriguing right here at Third Phase of Moon. We believe you'll find it intriguing as well. The mystery behind Ed continues. Broad daylight footage shot on VHS in the 1990s. Take a look. We wanted to thank everybody from around the world who submits their incredible videos to us right here at Third Phase of Moon. Because if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be who we are, the world's largest YouTube channel in regards to the UFO phenomenon. So if you capture anything amazing, submit it to us via Skype, Facebook, Twitter, and we'll be checking out your incredible videos. Keep your eyes on the skies, everybody. My name's Blake Cousins, and we'll see you again next time. All right, we're here going up the world's steepest road in the United States of America, and let me tell you, it's a hairball situation. I'm gonna put it into third gear and we're gonna take this all the way. Like I said, world's steepest road in the state of the United States of America. Here we go, let's gun it. Everybody hang on now. Okay. Now this is about almost, I'd say it's 60% incline right there, and we just hurdled it. Now look at this. We're in four-wheel drive lockdown in our Wrangler, and it's pretty much handling it quite well. Everybody, thanks for joining us here at Third Phase of Moon, and if it wasn't for you watching the skies, submitting your incredible videos, wow, we wouldn't be here like I was just saying earlier. Everybody, take care. My name's Blake Cousins, and we'll see you again. Right now, he's just shared incredible video of what looks to be a star ship, a beam ship of some sort, shooting vertically in the night sky. Ed's with us right now. His videos are going viral. The people have shared his videos, asking the big questions. They're all over the internet. Ed's footage over the past couple months have been so, exciting in the UFO world right now. People are amazed. Ed, tell me, what's the circumstance behind this video and welcome back to Third Phase.
Yeah, Blake, thanks for having me back. This was shot in 1987, right after I was getting off the ship. It was my first time on the ship with Voss.
Okay, Ed, explain, let's backpedal a little bit, because I want to concentrate on this video that we're looking at, and we're zooming in, we're analyzing these photos, and we're not seeing any thing that could say that this is a hoax of any kind. Ed, let me ask you right now, is this a hoax? Because people just want to know this straight up, and we'll move along.
There they go. No, this is authentic footage that I shot after being on the ship for the first time. It delivered me back within feet of my truck. I went back to my truck, grabbed my camera, and I had to backpedal to get some footage before it left.
All right, Ed, we got to get these questions, the hardcore ones, out of the way first. Now let's get into detail. This incredible video we're looking at, we're going to share it to the world. Everybody's going to make up their own mind and decide what's going on here. Okay, Ed, so you were aboard the ship. This video right now is as they were taking off and leaving, and you say you were backpedaling, getting the shot. What happened before this on board this ship?
Blake, this was my first time on the ship, and I had seen this ship many times. I think I've sent you other video footage of the ship that I ended up going on with, and the contact I had identified himself as Voss through telepathic communication. There was no voice. And this was my first time on the ship. And right after I got delivered back through this same beam of light that you see the ship departing with, I was able to get back to my truck and shoot this footage.
We're looking at this footage. You know, it takes off right behind the tree. What's the size of this craft?
This ship was about the size of a small house. It was probably about 80 feet to 120 feet in length, and the height of it was maybe 2/3 of that. But the beam of light, the light coming off this, is something that the video captured, but it was different in person.
Did this make any sound? It seems like it's almost a rocket booster, a thrust of some sort, rocket engineered.
No sound at all, Blake. It didn't make any sound. There was no sound at all, Blake.
You know, we're talking right before you shared this video, that you're saying that this isn't you have somebody in your family that...
I mentioned that my uncle was a lieutenant in the Air Force during World War II. He was the one that I first saw an unidentified flying object with. It happened when I was a young boy, and it happened more than once, but it happened with my uncle. And after my uncle died at a young age, he was only 66 when he died, I continued to have these visitations, and I continue to have them today. I think the only reason why I have ever had contacts with UFOs and extraterrestrial intelligence is because of my uncle. And it makes me think of Voss, because it's the same kind of telepathic communication that happened with my uncle and I. There were a lot of things left unsaid, but that were clearly understood.
And a few days ago, we posted this incredible video of a classic metallic flying saucer, and you know, it doesn't get much better than this. I didn't get your comments of what the circumstance behind that was, but there's a lot of stuff going on in the video. You see apparitions flying by. It almost looks like something's jettisoning out of the UFO. What was going on in this shot right here?
Yeah, Blake, I just dug these up, and this was a great discovery to make again. This came in about 1986. It might have been as early as 1984. There's two of these here, and they're different. They look similar, but they're actually different craft. But they are in the same area of the country. I was in South Carolina at that time, and you know, I spoke of my uncle and my introduction to these craft through him. That was my first experience, and this is experience that I had before. And what I'm coming up with is some interesting stuff, but as I told you the first time we spoke, this is a part of my life, but it's not the only part of my life. And I know I carried a camera on that ship, but I also know that there's a different force of energy working there. So I'll look in my archives and see what I might be able to discover for you. But it's a different environment, one where our alternating current is not functioning. I'll see what I can come up with. As I find this is enjoyable for me. I'm having a good time looking at these old archives and digging the stuff up. And as I said before, this is just a part of my life, like there's another part of my life. You know, when I first experienced the UFO with my uncle, it was not long after Neil Armstrong had first walked on the moon. And, you know, this just seemed normal to me when I had this experience with my uncle. But what's happened since that time has been very slow. And that's okay, because this is just another part of my life. But the fact of the matter is that, you know, we all heard last week about ex-President Clinton coming on the news and saying, you know, the aliens are coming. I mean, this is common knowledge. The aliens are already here.
How does that make you feel, Ed, that, you know, these ETs are making contact with you, and the you know, presidents of the United States can't even prove that ET exists, and, you know, Area 51 once held the bodies crashed from Roswell, and, you know, they have the alien technology, and presidents can't even be involved with that, and you're making contact with them.
Well, Blake, at the risk of sounding arrogant, I'll just tell you, I've had these experiences, maybe we're counting 60 experiences I've had, visitations, being on alien craft, seeing these objects, communicating with Voss, my history. So I don't look at it in terms of the way other skeptics might look. And I truly believe that this is much bigger than any Area 51 or whatever happened with the president. This is much bigger than that kind of detail. They brought me on the ship with Voss, escorting me into another room where they presented to me an image that I saw. I can only describe it as being a hologram, where this image was floating in free space, and this image was me, and it was who I was. That's what they were communicating to me telepathically. They were saying to me that this is you, and this definition of me through this hologram image that was like a DNA chain, a mathematical formula of my genotype, and what they were communicating to me was that this was in compliance of what they wanted to be. This was welcoming to them. This was friendly to them. This was what they wanted, and this was positive, and they were almost congratulating me for who I was.
We want the details, Ed, and these photos and videos that you continuously submit. We're looking forward to you keep digging into your archives and sharing what it is. You have Super 8s. You need help to recover some film. We'd love to do that. Ed, thanks again for joining us at Third Phase Moon. You keep in touch.
It's my pleasure, Blake. I appreciate Third Phase of Moon and your forum for me to share my archives with, and I'll keep looking to see what I have. Maybe I have something that you're interested in, and we can share with other people. Thank you.
Thank you, Ed. And wow, we just wanted to do it like we do it at Third Phase of Moon. Share it in real time, liquid information. It's like a faucet of water, continuously streaming live to the people around the world. Everybody keep your eyes on the skies. And if you've captured anything amazing in regards to the UFO phenomenon, submit it to Third Phase via Skype or Facebook. My name's Blake Cousins. We'll see you again next time.
There they go. There they go. That's it. See you, boss.
By popular demand, we are pleased to announce that Third Phase of Moon album is finally featured on iTunes. With all your favorite songs and themes you hear on the top UFO channel on YouTube, Third Phase of Moon. Out of This World soundtracks composed by master artist Paul Barrett. With 12 remastered and extended cuts to enjoy. Download them now, exclusive on iTunes. Click the link in the description below. Now listen for yourself, heard by millions around the world, Paul Barrett's album, Third Phase of Moon.
Phase of Moon.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. My name's Blake Cousins, and in this week's episode, we're going over 2 incredible videos submitted to us right here at Third Phase. Now let's get to it. Now for our first video, shot from Austin, Texas by Jason, who describes this incredible object as a sight to behold. Notice the light blinking underneath the craft. This isn't no FAA regulated lights. What is this object?
There it goes behind them trees. Look at that. No way a UFO would need landing lights. I wish this thing would focus in a little better. There he goes behind the trees.
Unidentified flying object. Unidentified
Hello.
Unidentified flying object.
It's going into that light. Hard to see. Still see it going behind them trees. It's right over downtown Austin, Texas.
Unidentified flying object.
And I can't see it anymore. Still see it on film though. It's gone though, I can't see it at all. Look at how it lights up right there.
Flying object. Flying object. Flying object. Flying object. Flying.
What do you think that could be?
We want to thank Jason all the way from Austin, Texas for submitting his incredible video to us right here at Third Phase of Moon. Now for our second video, We received a call from Amanda all the way from Michigan while we're live on the radio show, and she submitted this incredible film. Take a look at it.
Unidentified flying object.
When I first received the video, I didn't notice and realize what Amanda was explaining to me on the radio was that there was a massive skyscraper-sized UFO, triangular in shape, hovering over this mansion. Could this be a TR-3B, a reverse-engineered alien military aircraft? You decide.
Unidentified flying object. Unidentified flying object. Unidentified flying object. Unidentified flying object.
I'm recording now, because what I thought I was taking a video before, and I think I am right now, but yeah, I think I am. It's right above me. It's hard to tell how high it is. No. I'll show you the video because right now I am taking a video. Oh my god, it's gonna be on the news. It has to be. Somebody else has to be seeing this. I'm in Novi, like in my brother's neighborhood. It's weird because, yeah. Let me get another. I wish you were here. You would be freaking out. Yeah, I'm taking good footage now because there's a perspective, like there's a house in perspective, and now it's kind of going far away now. Oh, it's kind of leaving. It's going east. Oh my, they have to know I'm here. Oh my god. I'm seeing my first UFO. Like, no, 100%. There's no way, unless somebody has a remote controlled thing, which there's no, because I still see it. It's like, oh my god.
What are these strange lights appearing over the planet Earth? Have your cameras ready because we're standing by right here at Third Phase of Moon. Submit them to us via Skype or Facebook. My name's Blake Cousins, and we'll see you again to Third Phase of Moon. My name's Blake Cousins, and we're doing a breaking news event. Toby from his office was looking at the ISS space station, and he suddenly saw something come into frame on this live feed, and he shared it to us right here at Third Phase, and I'm sharing it with you right now, the people around the world. Take a look at this. We're speeding this thing up. The video lasted for 9 minutes. We're cutting it down to a minute, sped up about 900%, and we're bringing in some brightness contrast so we get a good look at what's going on with this craft. And I wanted to bring along Dr. J. Andy Elias. I just shared this video with him, and I wanted to get his thoughts of his first opinion when I shared this video of what you think this is tracking the ISS.
You know, first when I was looking at it, I didn't know what exactly I was at. It was space dust particles, but then as the video progressed and you actually see things starting to move, in the very beginning you see these orange dots around it, and one in particular is above it, almost as if it's going to it. And at the end of it, the entire thing kind of shrinks up a little bit, so it's almost as if it's a giant, it could be a mothership for all we know, with these little orange balls being the small Earth excursion ships that Stan Friedman talks about that are always, visiting Earth.
Well, could you tell us, Dr. J, what did Stan T. Friedman say about some of these different kinds of ships visiting Earth and some of the other sizes that are out there?
Well, a lot of people keep talking about these motherships, and they're saying, well, if they're going to come traverse these, tens of scores of light years or hundreds of light years to see another planet, wouldn't they bring a lot more with them? And the answer is yes. What you're seeing when you see a 20-foot diameter disc is you're not seeing the ship that actually came from another world. You're actually seeing a little scout ship. More than likely what he was saying is a mothership, or a ship that's carrying all those smaller excursion vehicles, is probably parked somewhere in our solar system orbit, maybe by the moon, maybe by the sun where it's getting some of its energy, maybe by the outer planets. We don't know where, but the point being is wherever that giant ship goes and releases the other small ones to do the activity is what we're seeing. So every time people see something in the skies of Earth, that's what they're seeing, let alone being a mile wide or 5-10 mile wide ship.
Absolutely. Whatever's stalking the space station here, we're not exactly sure what it is, and if you think you have an idea, leave your comments below and share your ideas of what's happening in this incredible video shot from the ISS. And people, the UFO hunters out there like Toby, Lundh, that noticed this anomaly, sharing it with us at Third Phase of Moon. That's what we want to see, and the best way to do that is either Twitter, Facebook, Skype, subscribe on YouTube, Third Phase of Moon. And we're going over two incredible images, one from Google Earth and another from NASA. Let's get to this one from Xinjiang, China, of what appears to be two major jetliners escorting a UFO. What is this massive plasmic orb leaving chemtrails over China? Do UFOs leave chemtrails? Is this some kind of new secret project? If anybody out there knows what this object is, contact Third Phase of Moon via Skype, Facebook, and Twitter. Leave your comments below. Third Phase. Now let's jump to Mars. New footage from NASA, a 1 billion pixel view from Curiosity at Rocknest. Take a look. Morgan Jenkins from Canada shared this image via Skype. Let's take a closer look at this NASA footage. What is this anomalous object captured from NASA? Join the discussion on our live radio show this Friday. 9 p.m. LA time, 12 a.m. New York time. Join the discussion. And if you've captured anything amazing, submit it to us via Skype or Third Phase. We're going over breaking news right now. Chris submitted this celestial display over Canada. The sky watchers were stunned and shocked at the same time. We're zooming in, enhancing the video. Take a look. We want to thank Chris again for sharing his brilliant video with us right here at Third Phase. View the original link below. And if anybody out there's captured anything amazing like Malibu, California, discovered by Maxwell, Del Romero, and Jimmy Church, host of Fade to Black and Dark Matter Radio, possible smoking gun evidence of a massive underwater base. As we zoom in and enhance this Google image, you can clearly see of what looks to be pillars just over 600 feet tall. The plateau itself is 1.3 miles by 2.45 miles wide. The ceiling alone is 500 feet wide. Could this be the reason for mass UFO sightings? Reported from the 1950s, entering and exiting the Pacific Ocean just off the coast of Malibu. In the second image from Google Earth, you can see LA in relation to the coastline. The natural land formations do not relate in any way to the massive structure. What is just in? Proton rocket carrying advanced satellites crashes 9 minutes after launch. Or should we say, shot down by a UFO? Take a look at this video. We're analyzing this video, putting in brightness contrast to it, zooming it in and slowing it down. There's something that makes contact with the Proton rocket. What is it? Let us know in your comments below. What's going on over the airspace of Russia? We're not exactly sure. Did Putin rub somebody the wrong way? Maybe. Watch it at this point, right now. If you look closely, the object takes a direction towards the rocket. Thanks to everybody keeping a close eye on live videos, and if you see something unusual, let Third Phase of Moon know via Skype, Facebook, Twitter. We're standing by. Share it with us, share it with the world. The Pentagon kept the secret. This U.S. missile launch that left the locals in wonder, 5/20/2014. Doesn't this missile footage over Kauai look amazingly similar to what we just saw last week in Russia in the explosion of the Proton rocket? What's going on with this video? 2 UFOs tracking a missile? We're not sure. Leave your comments below. Share it with us, share it with the world. My name's Blake. This photograph that we're looking at right now. Hey, Linda, thanks for joining us right here at Third Phase.
Well, it's nice to be with you guys.
All right, great. Tell me about this photograph that we're looking at. It doesn't look like any aircraft that I've ever seen before.
Well, it's very interesting. We had come to Panama to live. We'd been to lunch up in the mountains, and we're coming back to Boquete, and I was just snapping pictures of the treetops and the beautiful clouds. And I got home, and I'm like, what a strange-looking cloud that one is. So I blew it up a little bit, and I thought, well, it almost looks like a contrail, a very thick contrail. But I thought, my husband being a former pilot, I said, honey, doesn't that look weird? And he said, yeah, it does. So we just kept blowing that picture up until you could see the strange shape at the front of that white cloud. And I've just never seen anything like it. I mean, it looked like it was a large square with maybe a hole in the middle somehow. I mean, I really couldn't tell if it was a square in oxygen shape or what. But it was just fascinating because really, quite honestly, you couldn't see it with the naked eye.
Quite interesting. This rectangular shaped object, we're enhancing it right now, and it looks definitely like there's structure to it. It's not a cloud formation, and then it's leaving this kind of chemtrail behind it. I'm not exactly sure what you caught here, Linda, but it's definitely a UFO.
Well, I happen to think so, and the interesting thing is, I wasn't looking for UFOs that day. Had no idea that I'd caught that until I got home, and I was like, that thing couldn't have been visible for, more than just a couple of seconds there because of the fact I was taking so many pictures. And my camera only has an 18 zoom, so that was the limitation. But fascinating to see the cloud, the unusual cloud, and then to see that at the front of it. To me, it was like, wow. I really believe in UFOs now.
Hey, Linda, I really appreciate you sharing this incredible photograph with us and sharing it with the world.
Well, you're very welcome. I was hoping by sharing it, maybe other people had seen something similar to it.
How we doing? Good seeing you again, Reynolds. Reynolds, hey. Good to see you again. See you. All right, Lundh. How you doing? All right, so we wanted to go over some incredible photographs that Brent and I took, and it was during an event in Wiel Valley.
Yes.
And
I remember very well.
what happened was quite magical, and we wanted to go over it right here at Third Phase of Moon and discuss what was captured that night, and also the vortex in the valley and this natural pyramid shape down there. Brent, tell us and lead the story on how this went down. Well, it started out with what was going down was something big. You guys did something amazing right here at Third Phase Moon and for everybody there. So we also drove down in the Jeep down to the middle of the valley where you said the pyramid was down there, and the clouds opened up and we were able to capture it. Tell us about this. It's massive.
It's the middle of the valley, and the pyramid is used primarily for the entry and exit of those ships that needs to come into the Earth. And so what you seen there was a portal, and it is what it is, and it's used for bringing those ships that are necessary to help the Earth and those that will be monitoring the types of work that we do here as humans.
Oftentimes you see a blue beam either come down, from the sky into the pyramid, or beam up from the pyramid up into the sky.
Unidentified flying object.
Speaking of the color purple, this is when it got really amazing, Reynolds, and Brent was there. He's the one that captured the first image. That's right. You told the camera crew and us that we wouldn't see it with the naked eye, but our sensitive camera equipment would. Yes. And then Brent, you captured this. What got you started taking the pictures? Well, Reynolds and Linda said that the Palladians, a purple ship, would be showing itself within 7 minutes. So I just started taking random shots in the sky, and you know what? That's when the thing started to hit right there. I started going over my photos, and right there, right in plain day, we saw a UFO happen right in front of our eyes. And then I started showing it off to the camera crew and everybody else. Wasn't it ecstatic?
It was ecstatic. Well, they got very excited because what happened is that they saw evidence of what we were talking about.
With their own eyes.
And because of this, we illustrated, and this was for the world to see, that our star family exists, and they had to show themselves in a way that people would believe. And definitely all the crew saw it, everyone else saw it, and you folks had an opportunity to take a photograph of it, and there it was. Not small, but large, and to the picture. Yes, they were very shocked at what they saw.
It was just fabulous,
And definitely,
I could feel them. I knew they were there. And
there were more to it.
Yeah,
there were other ships all together with them. Along with the purple ships, there were the blue and white ships.
Things really got more exciting later on in the evening. I passed the camera to Blake, and he caught something himself. Tell us about it. They're watching me pretty carefully when I started to take pictures, and then I started to review them. They're right on top of me when I noticed what looks to be an angel. Tell me about this, Reynolds. What is this? They were shocked when they saw this.
Well, the angel, it was proof to you that this is not only a ship, but there is also a living, holy being that needs to be shown. Two things were shown, a ship and a holy being. You were given this opportunity because you were blessed. And it's because you're blessed to give this to the public and the world. They had to show this for the first time ever in Wiel Valley. And now you folks have an opportunity to get it out and show more of it. This is an angel, a very blessed angel. And that angel has waited thousands and thousands of years to be shown so that people can see it once more again. What a blessing this is.
Reynolds, if we could maybe do this again. Okay. Right. That's right. Aliens visiting Earth date back to historic written records. In this episode of Third Phase of Moon, we will be looking at some of these records. Italian cave paintings created some 10,000 years before the birth of Christ, depicting alien creatures in suits. And this image in 4000 BC in Kiev. An alien in an armored suit, reminiscent of what you see in NASA today. This historic image from West Africa, notice what looks like a helmet. Now let's look at religious-inspired art that depicts the presence of UFOs. John the Baptist and Jesus with the large UFO overhead. This 15th century painting of the Madonna. Above Mary's right shoulder, a man and his dog observe an alien craft. Now look at this tapestry dating back to 1538 in the Bruges, depicting multiple UFOs in the skyline. Minted in 1680, this French coin clearly depicts a hovering disc-shaped craft. Now let's jump to the winter of 1803 in Japan as fishermen find an unusual vessel on the beach. The fishermen described the craft as being constructed of highly exotic metal material. With retractable translucent windows where they observed a beautiful alien woman. The details of this alien craft are still seen today. From Sweden, throughout the UK, and reported just yesterday in Toronto. Incredible historical evidence that we're not alone. Thanks for joining us right here at Third Phase of Moon. As John the Baptist gestures in this portrait by Da Vinci, keep your eyes on the skies. Newport Beach, California, one of the world's busiest commercial airspaces. This footage is not of an airplane. Take a look. Could this energy, in fact, be of a multi-dimensional time experience? As in this video appears, an orb entering and exiting our time dimension.
If you look closely, you can see these flashes right here in the circle.
Jim has his skies not only in the daytime, but with his state-of-the-art infrared vision cameras, he captures incredible UFOs at night. Take a look.
Sit out on my deck at night, have my scope, and stay patient. Here's a shot from my deck in Newport Beach, California. The orb travels upward, then hits a slow hover. It's gonna hover. This one coming from behind the telephone pole. The orb flies to a slow stop and hovers behind the telephone wire. I zoomed in on my camera as the orb takes off to the left. Here's a long-range shot. Here's a motion track of the object.
Pulsating energy. Could this be evidence of multi-dimensional time travel? Just shot last week, May 1st and May 5th. Check it out. We want to thank Jim Martin from the infamous fan club for submitting his incredible videos to us right here at Third Phase of Moon. And if you've captured anything amazing, you could contact Third Phase of Moon via Skype, Facebook, and Twitter. We'd love to see your videos. Everybody keep your eyes on the skies. My name's Blake Cousins, and we'll see you again. Out of This World soundtracks composed by master artist Paul Barrett. With 12 remastered and extended cuts to enjoy. Download them now, exclusive on iTunes. Click the link in the description below. Now listen for yourself, heard by millions around the world, Paul Barrett's album, Third Phase of Moon.